Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Starting off this video with a big thanks to you. We are now a family of 25K because all of you. Thank you. And now today we are here with a very nice video that is a Saturn remedies, Saturn retrograde remedies, which is going to happen from 17th June for 140 days. What all 12 ascendant had to do, a very easy remedies which you can do at home without any expenditure. How it is. Let's welcome Akashji from Calgary, Canada. He's all set with his research. Akashji, namaskar.
Thank you everyone for 25,000 subscribers. It means a lot. It was very what you say, overwhelming and heart melting. My wife was very happy today. Daughter was very happy. Rohitji is very happy. Our families are happy, and you all are our family, so you are also happy. Everyone is happy, and I hope that happiness continues. So Rohitji, from 17th of June, Shanidev will become retrograde. And for that, we need to have, there are some basic remedies I have prepared for all the 12 signs. It's a very short video,
Hmm.
but the remedies are very effective. Okay. So, Rohitji, here we start with Aries. Thank you, Aries Ascendant people, for subscribing, and do subscribe if you're watching for the first time. From 17th of June 2023 till 4th of November 2023, 140 days. So, your Saturn will be uh, retrograde. Okay, it is going to be Vakri. So, number one is let's look at the Lagna Lord. The Lagna Lord is Mars, and the 11th house Lord is Saturn. And the 11th house Lord is very important. It is a very important place of Saturn here. So now many people must have never heard about it, but there is something called black rice. Okay, black rice. It is also known as forbidden rice. It
Hmm.
is associated to Saturn. And consuming this rice or dishes made with black rice is believed to have very positive influence on Saturn. So if you're going through Sadisati, if you're going through Saturn Dasha and Antardasha, you should cook it and eat it. If you want, you go on Amazon and you will find black rice. Also, donating black rice on Saturdays will be very beneficial for you. It is very important because it is the 11th house for you. So we want to make sure that the money inflow, uh, it will delay for sure, but the promise will be still there if we do the remedy properly. The promise will be still there, and we can gain also during this period. So remedies are just like umbrella. The rain is going to come, but it is just going to save you from getting completely wet. Yes, your legs, your shoes, your little bit of clothes will get wet, but completely you will be safe. That is what remedies are. So for Taurus ascendant people, Rohitji, before we move forward, thank you so much to Taurus ascendant people for subscribing, and we are now 25,000 members, and would like to request everyone Taurus ascendant who's watching this to subscribe so that we grow more with you and you become a part of our family. And we are doing very good series on Dhana Yoga and so many things which you won't miss if you subscribe. So Luigi, here 17 June to 4th of November, 140 days Saturn will be retrograde. And here it is the owner of the 10th house. Okay, it is the 10th, it is the owner of the 10th and 9th house, but yes, it is getting retrograde in the 10th house. And the lord of this Lagna is Lord Venus. Here, black sesame seeds, till, anything what we call in any languages. But sesame seeds, they are associated with Saturn. And it is completely, whenever, even if you are doing any homam, any havan, the priest will say that, get some sesame seeds, because why? Because it is the thing we devote to Lord Saturn. Now, consuming and donating dishes related to sweet or sweets made with black sesame seeds, such as til laddu, is considered very auspicious. And you know why? Because when we consume it, also the imbalance. What is Saturn? Saturn is not coming physically and doing some harm to you. It is all energies. So whenever we are sick, we have fever, we take a medicine like a paracetamol or Tylenol, so that we our fever comes down. So what have we done? We have done a remedy for that sickness to go away. Same way, when we consume till, the energy of Saturn that is going to play with your brain and your energies and your hormones. It is now going to play in a different way, and you will be able to feel relief during this period of Saturn. So make sure now the donation part. So where will you donate? The best part is to donate in a temple or in any place of religious beliefs, where you go and you make a tray of these laddus or buy a tray of these laddus, or sesame. There are so many things made of sesame, and just donate there so that it can be used as prashads or offerings. Like, when you go and you bow down in front of in a temple and you are leaving, there is prashada, something which is given to you in return, a sweet thing. So there, this can be used. Roji, for Gemini ascendant people, again, Roji, thank you so much for subscribing to our channel, which is now your channel, and you are a part of it. You're a family member, and those who are watching right now would please subscribe and become a part of this family member, and you will get such beautiful, very easy remedies, as well as uh, very good Vedic stories and a lot of things related to Dhana Yoga. So now, Ruiji, here the Lagna Lord is Mercury, very good friend of Saturn. And Saturn owns the ninth house and the eighth house. Okay, the house of sudden ups and downs and the house of higher learning. Here, Ruiji, very simple remedy: almonds, black raisins, that is kishmish, black currants, and black dates, khajur. They are all connected with Saturn. Okay, ninth house is a very important house because this is the house of current life's karma. It is the house from where we can measure that what kind of karmas are we going to do and what are the karmas we are accumulating. So as soon as we are in the path of liberation or path of going away from this world, ninth house is the only house that counts, because it is fifth from the fifth, and the fifth house is ninth from the ninth. Very important, very deep meaning about these numbers. But yes, so here if you donate these four nuts, mix them, or we get all dried nuts. They're not very expensive as well. You can mix them, however, whatever you can afford, you can mix them. And during Saturday, you can go and put as offering in the temple, and then tell the priest that, can you please give these nuts to the people who come, so that as prashads. Okay. Now, Rohiji, this is one remedy. Again, a very different remedy. That is because the ninth house is also the house of dharma and spiritual chanting. So here, the main mantra of Shani Dev is where he is described in Rig Veda by saying Nilan Jamam Samabhasam Ravi Putram Yamagrajam Chaya Martanda Sambhutam Tam Namame Shanishwaram. This is how he is being described, that the one who is blue, the one who is the son of Chaya and Lord Surya, the Lord Sun, the someone who is the brother of Yama, you know. So we offer sincere obeisances to you. This is what it is mentioned in this mantra. So if you do this mantra, I have written in English as well and Hindi as well, so however you, or in Sanskrit as well. So if you can do it in both any language, if you can just read it here, or on YouTube, if you write Shani mantra, you will get this mantra, and it is going to be very beneficial for you. Those who cannot do this can do Om Sham Shanishcharai Namah. That is equivalent enough. This is just this is just imagining Shani Dev with this mantra, and that Om Sham Shanishcharai Nama is the meditative mantra of Lord Shani. So for Gemini ascendant people, you should consider this. Moving on to Cancer, Rohiji, again, all the Cancer people, thank you so much for them, right, Rohiji? They have added so much value to our channel, which has now become, they have also become a part of our family members. And those who are watching for the first time would request you, please subscribe. It is going to enhance and boost our confidence. And as well as you can learn, or you can get good remedies and Vedic stories, as well as some things, some very important combinations which we are now, me and Roji are new working on new stories of dhan combinations, how to activate money in your chart, and so many things going on. So lighting a sesame oil. What is sesame oil? That is again till oil, till oil, sesame oil. So when you go, you will find sesame oil bottles or till oil written, Tilloil. Lighting a lamp filled with sesame oil or mustard oil in front of Shani Yantra. Now, everyone will not get Shani Yantra. You know why? Because Shani Yantra is supposed to be not available very easily in Western countries mostly. So it is very best to go on the internet, write Shani Yantra, may take a printout, frame it in a $2 frame, keep it, and in front of that you can light a small mustard oil, in a earthen pot. You will, if anyone want to know where is an earthen pot we will get, you will have to go to an Indian grocery store near you or Amazon. You can also search Diwali lamp. You will get the earthen lamps where you put a cotton or a molly. Molly is again this thing which is in my hand. This is molly or a cotton thread. Put it and light this diya in front of the Shani Yantra. It is a sacred diagram representing Saturn, and the energy of Saturn is captured in that diagram. It is going to please Lord Shani and it will reduce the negative impact. If so, it is in your chart. Now, this is very important. You know why? Because Shani Dev is in your eighth house and it is retrograde. So, make sure that you do such kind of activity during this period. Luigi, for Leo ascendant people, it is a little bit challenging because the Lagna Lord is Sun and
Oh.
the seventh house Lord is Saturn. So here they are not very good friends. They are
Mm,
supposed to be enemies. See, now there is a lot of divine stories which says that when Saturn became elder, so
mm,
he became one with Sun and they agreed to stay with each other. That is why I've always told that whenever you are checking your chart, see the degree of Saturn. If it is above 22 degree, it is a good friend of a Sun. If it is below or 22 degrees, that means it will have some kind of rift with Sun. So you make sure, even sun degrees, sun again more than 17, 18 degrees, it is very good with Shanidev. But if it is very less in degree, like 3, 4, then it will be not good because that is the time that they were not their age also. If we just see, they were Shanidev was young and Surya Dev, they did not get along. But while Shanidev got older, they got along. So here it is very important because seventh house Lord, you have to seek the blessing of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is still considered ultimate deity. And to pacify the malefic and seek very divine results of Saturn, Shani Dev is the one, what you say, so Shivaji, Lord Shiv Shankar, Lord Shambhu is the one who, no one can, surpass him or, no one can go against his will.
mm,
Even Lord Surya, even Lord Saturn, whenever they see that you are praying to Lord Shiva, they will not create any rift between themselves as well, and they will make sure that they give you good results. Now here, there is something called Shiva Abhishekam. That means Abhishek of Lord, like ritual bathing of Lord Shiva. Shivling. We cannot bathe Lord Shiva, but Shivling. So now here, because we have to add all the elements. So here it is first is milk and second is jaggery. So you have to take water, add little like 1 tablespoon of milk, and add little powder of jaggery into the mixture, and then put it on Lord Shiva and ask for forgiveness or ask for blessings and ask for if there is tell Lord Shiva that Lord Shiva, I am going through Sadesati, I am going through Sani Dasha, I am going through Mahadasha, my Saturn is retrograde, it is retrograde return for me, my Saturn is return for me. Can you please help me? Can you please make sure that if I have done wrong karmas, forgive me here? And I want to please Lord Saturn so that he does not give me very harsh result of my karmas and he give me some little less punishment. Punishment you are going to get for sure, but little less punishment. Shanidev is supposed to give you punishment because by knowing or unknowingly, we sometimes do some wrong things in our life. And, Saturn's role is to just punish and make sure we are on the right path. Right, Rohitji? What do you
definitely.
think?
Shanidev is that's why called the
Judge.
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 That's why I say never judge in your life anyone because judge post is with Shanidev, and when you
Yeah,
will get that post, you will be punished.
right.
Don't judge anyone.
And we will also not judge you if you do not subscribe, but if you subscribe, it will be blessing for us. Now moving on to Virgo. Again, Rohitji, here this is a very important thing for Virgo ascendant people. Before moving to the remedy, I would request that if you can subscribe to our channel and make it yours. If you subscribe to our channel right now, it will become your channel. So I hope that you do this. And those who are watching for the first time, again, I thank you so much for coming and watching the maybe the destiny or the energies have called you to get into to know this
Hmm.
ritual, how to do it. Now here Lagna Lord is Mercury and sixth house Lord Saturn. Now sixth house is not considered a very auspicious house, but any planet like Saturn, any planet like Rahu or Ketu will give very good results in this house. But when it is retrograde, it is very unexpected. Now we will have to perform a little bit of ritual here. We have to take a handful of black sesame seeds, that is still seeds in your hand. We have to face the east direction or the direction associated with Saturn based on our astrological tradition. And for that, it is best to use Cosmic Insights app, which will show you exactly Saturn Hora, the direction of Saturn, or ephemeris, or there is another app called Skyview. So if you download Skyview and you just put up and you will know where the direction of Saturn is. So basically, if you will see the direction of Saturn, okay, Saturn is in north today. So I will have to do the tradition there. So you have to close your eyes and meditate for a few moments, focusing on your intention to appease Saturn's energy and seek its blessing. Recite the Shani Beej mantra or any Saturn related mantra, whichever you know. And one mantra is Om Sham Shanishcharai Namah. Okay, or Om Sham Shaniye Namah. Anything. Oh, Jai Shani Dev is also enough, more than enough. Okay, then you offer that sesame seeds to the ground or sacred fire. It depends. Either you take a little bit of make a little bit of pit of fire to offer it. Either you just offer it on the ground, or you can also sprinkle some of these seeds in a flowing water or a flowing river nearby. Anything, wherever you want to give, everywhere Lord is present. It is just the energy or the divinity from which you do from your heart is very important. And after this, you have to conclude the ritual by expressing gratitude and offering prayer to Lord Saturn that Hey Saturn, if I have done anything wrong, please forgive me. You are a judge and you are supposed to be doing your work. I am supposed to be doing my karmas. If my karmas are bad somewhere, guide me. Or if you want to give punishment, make sure that you forgive me and give me a very small punishment or very kind punishment. That is what we can request. But the role of Saturn in our chart is to punish, is to come and make sure that we come on the right track. Thank you for Virgo ascendant people. Now moving on to Libra. It is very important. Libra ascendant people. Now here for Libra ascendant people, it is Saturn Day is going to be retrograde in the fifth house. The owner of the Lagna is Venus, and that means the ascendant owner is Venus and fifth house Lord Saturn. Okay, here we have to make sure that we perform any kind of charitable acts. The fifth house is the house of dharma as well, the house of purva punya. It is like charity. It is the house of charity and also purva punya. That is the past life karmas which we have brought to this life. Understand, everyone understand one thing, that in this life we are supposed to be giving. That is what is our that is what God teaches us. God gives immense things in the world. It is giving fruits, vegetables, animals, anything which you desire is available on earth. So God has given us in abundance. And when we have something more than what we require, we should share it with other people. This is what means perform charitable acts.
Hmm.
Engage in acts of charity and service for the less fortunate. Some people, or some causes related to children welfare. Fifth house is the house of children, education, healthcare. It can bring very much positive energy and balance to the fifth house. During this time, specifically for those who are going through Dasha and Antardasha of Saturn, okay, Dasha Antardasha of Saturn. Now, fifth house and seventh house are very closely associated. We have to remember this. Fifth house is the house of romance, seventh house is the house of partnerships. So, marriage happens between fifth house and seventh house. So, this is how marriage is seen. Now, those people who are in relationship and they want to, they are not, and Rahu is in your seventh house right now. So it can create disturbances in the seventh house. So for this, you should donate black pencils to schools and educational institutions. You know why? Because there is lead inside the pencil that is supposed to be Rahu. And the The black pencil is supposed to represent Saturn, education, discipline, you know. So it is important for you to donate such kind of thing. This will bring a lot of good luck during this Saturn retrograde period for 140 days. It does not have to be done every day. It has to be done only once a month, like once a month on Saturdays. That is going to bring you a lot of success and good wishes. For us also, if you subscribe, uh, then it is going to bring a lot of good wishes for us and success for uh, all of us together. Viji, Scorpio ascendant people. Now, fourth house. You know, Lagna Lord is Mars, not a very good friend, and fourth house Lord is Saturn. But we have to understand, Viji, here the nakshatra of Bharani falls in the sixth house. Okay, and when it falls in the sixth house, if we count from the sixth house till the fourth house, it is the 11th house. So that means we have to gain from the fourth house, and the fourth house here represents some kind of ancestral connection, you know, pitra, some kind of pitras, because sixth house is owned by Bharani. So that's why we have to pay respect and honor our ancestors by performing rituals or prayers dedicated to them. Saturn, the vessel of Saturn, you know, you have seen. Uh, before that, before I come to the vessel, I will tell you that you have to. How can you, you know, make sure that you are praying to your ancestors? It is just devotion and just pure energy. If you can light a lamp or a candle, offering flowers and dedicating a portion of prayers to your ancestors, or you know, you're eating something and you keep something that you know this is for my pitra, for my ancestors, that who are in this realm. This food is for them. Just as gratitude, no one is going to come and eat that, but still just as gratitude. And I'm saying this because Saturn has a very important, you know, vehicle, and that vehicle is a crow. So
Mhm.
feeding crow during this period, depending on chances, you know, it depends if you find if there is some place where there are crows, some place there are no crows, or feeding birds also during this period is good and auspicious. Crow is the Vahana of Saturn, and the fourth house is also considered as the house of vehicles. So see, which it is so much connected. Fourth house is the house of vehicle for us, you know, Hyundai or Ferrari or Mercedes or BMW is the vehicle. But for Lord Shanidev, his vehicle is a crow, right? So if you can feed any kind of birds or any kind of blackbirds or crow during this period, it is going to be very auspicious for you. And the other thing that is going to be auspicious for you is to subscribe. If you can, if you like our video, if you're here for the first time, you know, please subscribe and help us grow more and more. Vijit Dhanu, Sagittarius. Again, the third house. The third house is, you know, the house of superstitions as well. Some people say, I will not cut my hair on Thursday, I will not eat banana on Thursday, I will not do this, I will not comb my this, and so many misbeliefs. I have almost, I am reading every day, but I have not seen any of Veda or Purana or Upanishad saying even one of these things which we talk about all the time. Like if you can, anyone can prove me that it is written in Upanishads, it is written in Bhagavad Gita that on Friday you should not do this, on Thursday you should not do this you should not do this on this day, then I will quit, delete the channel. I just need proof. No, it is all man-made things. God has made every hora, everything according to some energy. Yes, doing something in Rahu Kal can be inauspicious. Yeah, that is an energy present. But some rituals require to be started in Rahu Kal only. So there are many things. There is a lot of debate about it, but it depends on people's beliefs and beliefs, and you know how they are raised. Some are raised with this way, some are not raised this way. Anyways, overcoming limiting beliefs. You know, Saturn in the third house can bring very much self doubt and limiting beliefs that, oh, I'm doing this. Is it the right time to sign this document? Is it this? You can come into Brahm, into illusions. Third house is the house of imagination as well. That's why it is a creative house. It is the house of communication. So we imagine and then we can communicate. So, you know, you have to identify and challenge these beliefs. Engage in positive affirmation, self-reflection, and personal development. You know, practice self-discipline And make sure that your self confidence is bigger than all these imposed limitations of doubting or limiting your beliefs. We go up with confidence. Don't go with some of these beliefs, because Saturn is supposed to be giving you such kind of. Here, on Saturday evening, light a diya of sesame or mustard oil. Okay, til tail or mustard oil, that is sarso ka tel. And concentrate while looking at it. You have to concentrate and keep looking at that flame. At least for 10-15 minutes, just do this on a Saturday evening. Okay? If you don't cry, if the emotions don't come out, if your body does not shiver, if you don't feel uh, very divine or the present, and you don't feel the power of that flame, I will again. It is impossible for anyone to not feel that. You will be completely amazed. Your eyes will start watering. You do not have to blink. Make sure you just keep looking at the flame with utmost desire to please Lord Saturn and ask for forgiveness, because that flame is supposed to be so sacred that when you look into it, your all your karmas which are supposed to be uh, rectified or purified will come in front of you. Very important. So do this, and if you're watching it for the first time, do subscribe to our channel. Moving ahead with Capricorn, Rohitji, 140 days, Saturn is going to be retrograde. That is the Lagna Lord himself in the second house of money getting retrograde. Now, here, the main important thing is to practice gratitude. Okay? Make sure that you are very much happy and very much satisfied with the resources you have, rather than just complaining about it that I don't have this, I don't have that. Make sure you come to peace with yourself that what, this is what I have and I'm so happy about it. I do not want more, but if more comes, I will accept it gracefully. This is what your answer should be to the universe. Appreciate the abundance in your life, and even if it may not be perfect, but expressing that gratitude will can help shift your mindset towards abundance and attractive positive energy. I told you, say that, hey, manifest that, God, you have given me everything, but if you are willing to give me more, I am willing to give more to the back to the nature or society, or you know to anyone. Now, because second house is also house of speech, that means extrovert mantra sadhana is very much required. On Saturday, extrovert mantra sadhana, that means loud mantra sadhana. It is that meaning you have to light a diya. See, I put a diya image in the, that is a lamp again, and you have to recite Om Shanishcharaya Namaha, Om Shanishcharaya Namaha. At least do this 7 times or 108 times, depending on your time and your devotion. But do it with pure heart. Extrovert sadhana is important during this period because it is the house of speech. So you have to speak. Secondly, light a lamp of either mustard or tail oil to do it. Anytime, tail oil or mustard oil. You can choose one of the following and then you can do it. Now, because the second house is the tongue, okay? So make sure you apply a drop of til or mustard oil on your tongue before you start the sadhana. Very important. Apply it and then start the sadhana. It is going to be exactly Lord Saturn's energy all around you, and he will be very pleased. Now, this is a very out of the box remedy which I'm giving, and I think you must have never heard about it, but I heard about it. Second house is the house of your eyes as well. Okay, the one which you see. So here, Saturn is a cold planet. Saturn is a planet which resides in cold areas, like where I am right now, -50, -60. These places Saturn resides. Make sure during this period you give cold compress to your eyes, cold packs on your eyes. Take little bit of ice and put it in a cloth and put it over your eyes. Try to relax your eyes, because here in this during Saturn retrograde period, there can be trouble in your eyes. Okay, so you have to be very careful. And if you want to subscribe to our channel, it is going to be a very big pleasure for us. Rohitji, we have been working very hard on research and coming up with ideas and doing lot of things which can enhance your life. So it is going to be wonderful. I And also, after you subscribe, mention below you subscribe, because we reply to each and everyone and welcome them to our family. Ji Rohit ji, what do you say?
Definitely, I personally most of the time answer, because when people write subscribe, and sometimes people also write this, I am your 20,000 subscriber, I am your, because they remember when it completed. So this is personal touch, and we also go live, and today we are also going live after some time. So this can be also a benefit for you. You can connect with Akash personally.
Ji.
So I think yes, thanks
Thank you,
very
Rohit ji. Thank you. Thank you for your time and patience for listening to me every day. I feel that
much.
on the other
Honor,
side,
it's an honor. I always learn something from you.
yeah, everyone would think that on the other side, Rohit ji is quiet, but Rohit ji is just noticing if I'm making any mistake, I need to
Oh,
correct it. Okay.
in Hindi there is a proverb, सूर्य को दिया दिखाना.
So moving on to Aquarius. Now you know Aquarius, Lagna Lord is Saturn, and Saturn is very powerful in this chart. And when it gets retrograde, it will make sure that it gives you the signal to enhance your spiritual practices. Engage in spiritual practices. You know, and spiritual practices does not mean that you will do only what you say, sitting and doing kirtan. No, no, no. Spiritual practices means meditation, yoga, any other form of spiritual exploration that brings inner peace or helps you connect with the higher self. I Rohitji, just K.N. Rao ji was saying that how to be spiritually active. He described a person who used to sit in a shop,
Hmm.
always eyes open, looking in one spot, and back of the mind he's just saying Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Rama, Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna.
Mhm.
Nothing else. He's in the shop. Anyone is coming, sir, do you have a soap? Okay, here is the soap. He goes, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. So he was completely in sadhana all the day. But as soon as his duty came to place, that he was a shop owner. So if anyone come to buy something, he will talk to them, whatever is needed, give them, again goes back into sadhana. So he did such a good sadhana. Then he took sannyasa, and now I think he's no more. He passed away in 1993. But his name is Batuk Lal, Batuk Lal Maharaj. He passed away. But yes, the thing is that sadhana is not supposed to be done while sitting and in a ekant or something. Sadhana can be even while working. Make sure you are planting a tree. That is sadhana. You are digging the soil, you're putting a seed, you're putting the soil back, you're putting water. That is also sadhana. It does not mean that only sitting and closing your eyes and saying Om is sadhana. No. Sadhana is supposed to be many ways. Cooking for other people is sadhana. Why are women so prosperous? Why are women so divine? They cook for the family. That is sadhana. It is not a duty of woman to cook. It is a sadhana. She's doing that, cooking for the family to feed them. So it is a spiritual practice, right? We have to understand spirituality has a very vast meaning. Rather than sitting in a place and meditating is not spirituality. Now you have to connect somewhere to the higher self. Because Saturn is a sadhaka. Himself, he is into meditative state. Here, if you are feeling, because the first house, you will feel lot of trouble related to, mental stress and, what things are going on, how things are working for me. You need to connect with natural medicines like ashwagandha, like neem, like, bitter gourd powder. All these things which represent Saturn. Anything bitter represents Saturn. You have to go get into these remedies, natural home remedies, which will enhance the good results, good energy in your body so that Saturn's energy is balanced. And you have to donate black items during this period. That is somewhere into sesame seeds. Sesame, there are many sweets made out of sesame seeds. Clothes, black clothes, or iron items. Now, it is very tricky that iron items, how do we donate iron items? Very simple. Tradesmen, any tradesman in this world who is working at your house is Saturn. Saturn is the fourth class labor who is supposed to be working with some skills like a carpenter, like a electrician, like anyone. Now, if you can or if you want, during this period, invite an electrician for a small work at your home. Tell them, I have some problem in the switchboard. Can you replace it? It's okay. Let him replace. And for with money, give him a small iron item like maybe a hammer, maybe some kind of some kind of tools. You will find a lot of things in the tool store that these people use. Just tell them, or a screwdriver. Tell them, I just had this extra. I want to give it to you. Take it. This is how you makeshift your arrangement. That how do we you know get donations done in the right way in the right place. You have to make these ideas come to action, because it is 24th it is 21st century. Earlier there was ironsmith, there was cobbler. You go there, you give them his iron thing, he will be very happy. But right now there are no such people. So make sure you call some tradesman and give him some gift that has iron or steel or any kind of metal on it. And on Saturday, if during this period you can keep a fast, it will purify your soul as well as body and your hormonal balance and everything. Fasting is very important. It can give you good results in terms of enhancing your, bodily and your thoughts. So you can do this. And if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. That is going to be a blessing for us as well. Which moving on to Pisces. Here, the Lagna Lord is Jupiter and the 12th house Lord is Saturn. Very important house, very important, and very the place where Saturn rules the gains as well as loss. So here it rules two places, gains and loss. It is sitting in the house of loss and getting retrograde there. Now here the number one word which comes for you is seva, and seva means selfless service.
Mhm.
Engage in acts of selflessness, volunteering, services, helping others. you know it will You have to uh, as then the sense of fulfillment will come and shift your focus from personal challenges to a broader perspective. Helping others can do bring this for you. Whenever you just anyone who's watching this right now, whenever we give something to someone, for example, your friend will ask, I need 2,000, my mom is very ill. Example, you give them 2,000, and he will call and tell you, yeah, my mom is feeling better, she thank you for last minute help. You actually feel so good in your heart that I came of some use to someone. Or even if someone asks you that, oh, are you going out, are you getting a subway, can you get me a veggie subway with this, you will say, oh, he will just take the money, you will say, no, 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 I will get it for you. So when you give it and the person is eating, you will be very happy, that because that is selfless service. You do not have any motive towards that service. This is what you need to do during this period. Now, another good remedy is that to cook food yourself. You know, make sure you cook black urad dal. That is a lentil. If you search the exact word black urad dal, you will find it on Google, because I do not know the English name for this lentil. You will find this, and if you can cook it, there's many recipes available. You need to be very lovingly cook it, and make sure you make small packets. And if there are homeless people, if there are beggars, if there are people unfortunate, go and hand it to them with bread or with roti. Now roti is either give them with whole wheat bread or with whole wheat naan or roti, or again it is called bread in Western world. Okay, if you can do this, it is going to enhance your selflessness, that you made something with love, that is the food of Saturn, and you gave it to someone who was hungry. Secondly, another selfless service is trying to mop. That means trying to clean a religious, any place that has religious interest in it, a place where you go, you mop. You say that, any seva required, I would like to clean the shoes, I would like to clean the washroom, I would like to clean this area. That is what is selfless service, which will make sure that your message reaches, your karma reaches till Saturn, and you'll get good results. 12th house is also the house of deep introvert, that is in inward sadhana that is supposed to be happening inside us. And here meditation is nothing bigger than inward sadhana. You have to sit down in inward position, eyes closed, and meditate name of Lord Shiva or Lord Saturn. Om Sham Shanishtaraya Namaha. Om Sham Shanishtaraya Namaha. Imagine Saturn sitting on a crow, flying high in the sky. Beautiful Saturn. Just imagine this, and also inspire other people. What is selfless service? When once someone sees you selfless doing selfless service, it is like a it is like an addiction. It is like a contagious disease that some if you do it, someone will say, you are doing it. I also want to join you. So initiate other people. Tell them, what, meditatives, come into this meditative state. Sit with us. Just do kirtans. Call your friends. Do Hanuman Chalisa with them. Let 5, 7, 8, 10 people sing it together. Do this kind of sadhana. It is going to bring you a lot of internal peace and happiness. And for internal peace and happiness for us, make sure you subscribe so that we can grow with you, we can grow for you, and we want to learn many things from you. I see many people comment so many things, making sure that we also learn new things. And sometimes I'm so amazed that people have so much good knowledge. That is why everyone is Brahma, everyone is Vishnu, and everyone is Mahesh. That is how we are born, we are here in this universe. Okay. Thank you so much, all the well ascendants. I hope that Saturn retrograde remedies might bring you very good luck and good future to each.
Thank you, Akashji, for this beautiful video of remedies, and this is your humbleness that you say that you learn from the comments of people, and people comment that they are learning from you. So this is how family grows. All compliments each other. And thank you very much who subscribed, and those who are new, please subscribe to the channel. And those who want a personal consultation from Akashji, details on the screen. Any point of time, you just drop your details on the mail or on the WhatsApp number. Team will contact you and you will get a video consultation with Akashji. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Akash. We'll
Thank
meet you
you.
in some live or some video. Till then, Jai
Jai
Shri Ram.
Shri Ram,
Jai
Jai Hanuman, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata.